welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be Trick and Treat. This is a game on Steam that I have found and it looks pretty interesting. And so yeah, let's just begin this. Ooh, the music kind of creepy. Let's just do setup. Ooh, it's giving me chills. We're just gonna turn all this down a little bit. Cause that's creepy. We're gonna turn the speed down. Transitions enable display. Okay. Go back now. But I saw this on Steam and I really thought it was interesting. And so I wanted to give it a try. So let's start. The sound of our steps combined with that of the occasional nocturnal owl is the only thing that we could hear. It's terribly dark in this place. The dense vegetation makes it impossible to see the sky or the light from the moon. Our flashlights are the only thing that lights up our way. At times like this, begs to not run out of battery. We walk without knowing what we are really looking for, or better said, for no reason. We are just a group of boys bored with our lives, trying to create a lasting memory on this night instead of just staying home doing nothing. Today is October 31st, All Hallows Eve, better known as Halloween. 3 young men walked through a dark but up till now nothing special forest for being one of them. We are doing it to prove our courage. It's too bad there isn't a girl here to see how brave we are. Seeing it like this, one could only say it's a meaningless effort. For a moment, I stopped and looked at my watch. It's 1:49 a.m. Okay, so they're wanting a girl to be there to show that they are brave, but if you're doing this, you're kind of brave to yourself, so I mean, there's no really point. That means we have been walking aimlessly for more than 2 hours now. I am sure that many people would find a place like this terrifying, but once you get used to it, the fear disappears, making it feel like normal. Which makes us afraid of the dark is that we cannot know what's hiding in it, what lurks in the shadows. I can't talk today. But it clearly an empty darkness. At that moment, I sigh, feeling how tired my legs are. What is the point of being here? Clearly, we have already demonstrated what we wanted. It would be the best to return. I should tell them. Okay. I was about to speak when suddenly the atmosphere in the forest became strange. Suddenly, a cold chill ran through my body. It was like another chill, except it was not going away. For no reason, the air temperature dropped for 1 second to the other. So much so, my breath became visible, turning into mist. It does not end there. The air is now filling with a rotten smell, just a little short from being unbearable. So it's turning all creepy now. That's nice. Images of worms and flies soon appear in my mind, giving me a really unpleasant feeling. We all stopped at that moment. Axel. Oh, cool. So there's a guy named Axel now. Okay, what's happening? I asked, confused, while turning to look at my friends. So we're playing as a guy named Axel. That's cool. By the expression on their faces, it was easy to know that we were just as lost as I was. Or they were just as lost. Oh, footsteps. It was then that we heard footsteps nearby and did not come from any of us. We all got dead quiet after that. I don't know if it was out of fear or to check if it was not a mistake, but we stayed motionless like statues without making a noise. Just looking at each other's faces, wondering the same thing. What was happening? Oh, they're not even gonna tell us the friend's name? As if I know. We heard the footsteps again. They are clearly belonging to a human, or at least a large animal, but there is something strange about them. It sounds as if a person walking, dragging one foot. Just thinking about it made me shiver. That reminds me of the books about what they're called, but it's about a boy and a girl. They find like this map or whatever, but the guy, like, they go in this place and the guy is dragging his foot because it's haunted or whatever. I don't know, I didn't really pay attention, and that was like in middle school, so. Damn, what is happening? It makes no sense. We should have returned home before, but now it's too late to regret it. I have the feeling that we are being stalked by someone. The strange footsteps, but I'm still feeling the presence nearby. I don't know where it is, but I know that it's looking at me. That cursed that cursed thing is looking at me. My heart is beating anxiously. It's almost as if my body was telling me to get out of there. But strangely, my friend seemed unable to perceive it. It seems that it's gone. It must have been an animal, said one of them, convinced that we were safe. I would like to believe that. We have a sigh of relief, however, bad luck would soon strike us again. Oh, that's interesting. And okay, before we get any further, I'm gonna save. Hey. The forest became darker than before in just a blink of an eye. But that wasn't the fault of the forest, but of our own flashlights which went out. Of the three, only mine was working. Only one, mine was working, yeah. What's going on? Did the batteries die? Asked one of them, scared, while they both beat them desperately, as if they were going to retrieve or revive them. I can't blame them. The idea of walking in darkness was not a pleasant for anyone. But after a few moments, we had no choice but to resign ourselves to that. Once more, the sound of the footsteps is heard, but the silence is different now. We are not quiet because we are not quiet because we have nothing to say, but because we are afraid. We continue walking despite the fear that involves us. Visually is almost zero, but we have no choice. In theory, we were walking back looking for the exit, but I cannot remember anything in this forest. We could be walking in circles and I would never notice it until it was too late. I hate the thought of it. I just wanted to get out of it. Suddenly, my thoughts are silent. We hear the footsteps of someone or something. Once more, the three of us became statues, awaiting their presence to go. I hold my breath, waiting while feeling my heart beating anxiously. Damn, get away from here and leave us alone. Unexpectedly, the footsteps are heard closer. This time they are not disappear, but rather come at us. I can't stand it. Desperately, I moved my flashlight everywhere looking for the author of the footsteps, hoping for the light to reveal the identity and erase our fears. Nothing. 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 Is that all there is around here? Just empty air? My anxiety grew with each failure attempt. I refused to believe that it was a ghost. Suddenly, when I move the flashlight again, I see a silhouette. There we go. I could not distinguish that it was what it was, but for a moment the light revealed something. Quickly, I pointed to the same place only to discover it was gone. I held my breath anxiously. It was not an illusion. I am sure that I saw something. It was then I heard something nearby. Without even thinking, I aimed the light towards that place. What I found leaves us paralyzing with an expression of disbelief on our faces. It was a white cat with the eyes of intense red which stands before us. He looks Her look is not the friendliest, to say something. Somehow I get the feeling it's a female cat. Ooh, that cat is not happy. Suddenly she lets out a thunderous meow and leaves us terrified. It sounds more like a lion roaring than a simple cat. How can a cat do that? The echo of her meow is heard throughout the forest, making it sound more sinister than it should be. It was then suddenly an exponential force hits us three. Ah! I fell to the ground. A little by little, my eyelids closed. The fatigue became unbearable. So he became really tired. I lose consciousness on the ground of the forest without knowing what's going to happen with me. Well, let's see what's going to happen. I'm afraid I'm going to get jump scared before night falls. Well, guys, I think that's a good place to leave it at for the first episode. I'm sorry we didn't get anything done, but I hope you guys like this. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe and make videos, everything. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful day, guys.